What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Third and Longhorn postgame show. I'm your host, Nick Shuley. I'm joined by a lifetime Longhorn, Jeremy Hills. We also got Mark Higgins there in the back on the stats, etc. And we are recapping Texas's 29-21 loss to Florida at the Swamp. And let's just get right into it. There's not a lot of ways to dress this one up. First off, all respect to Florida and the way they came out and they played. It looked like that was not what we expected. And we saw a very different Florida team than we've seen in other weeks. And they just knocked us off the ball quite a bit today.
What I'll say is, we said it in the preview show. I told you, Lagway can play football. Now, he made the mistakes that he's been making throughout the year. He gave us opportunities. You know what I mean? He turned the football over. And there was opportunity. Now, they kept him clean. They kept him clean. Like that.
Zero sacks, which has not been the story for the Florida offense all year, right? So we said that in the pregame show. We said this is a Florida offense with a ton of talent with a line that has not performed this year. And that line, they performed today.
It was pretty wild. You guys got to forgive me. I got a slight headache.
I got one too, man. I've been screaming too much.
Yeah, it was pretty wild to see them put it together against us, because I genuinely felt like, man, Florida's going to put it together. I just didn't think it was going to be this week. I didn't imagine they would put it together against this defense.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, to see them from the beginning of the game, game.
That first drive, I mean, there was not a single, like every play was positive.
Yeah, straight down the field.
Yep.
And then it wasn't one of those things where, you know, me being a little bit of a homer, seeing it through some burn orange goggles a little bit. I thought, you know what, a little rusty coming off the bye week.
Yeah, first drive, we're feeling it out.
We'll settle in. And no, I mean, from beginning to end, they were able to find small creases in the run game and pick up a net positive. Like that's just wearing on the defense. That's keeping our offense on the sideline. That's wearing on the clock. That's playing from in front. Like they did the things necessary to not necessarily beat themselves and then stay ahead of the chains and make the plays when they were there to be made. And they got some special wide receivers who made some special
some
plays.
True freshmen too.
I know, right? But they made some special plays today. I was surprised that obviously we'll talk about Arch. Obviously we'll talk about the lack of the running game that, wasn't present today. We'll talk a lot about the offense, but I think the thing that surprised me the most was our defense wasn't dominant. It was competitive. They went back and forth. I mean,
we got moved today.
We got moved,
yeah,
and we competed. I mean, we fought our asses off. We competed and we fought and we played and we made plays. The fumble that didn't end up, getting us our first touchdown. That's what you got to have, right?
Yeah.
Defense makes a play, you cash it in on offense. We did that. Where we throw a pick late in the game and we need the ball, we have to have the ball back. Taft goes up and gets us the ball back, right? So, like, you think about the defense, you think about how special they are, and they made plays, but I don't think that they would say that this was their best performance.
Yeah, and that performance is we allowed 457 yards, 159 rushing yards, and 298 passing yards. There's not a lot of ways to dress that up.
What was the average yards per carry on the run game for them?
They averaged 4.3 yards a carry.
You just can't have that.
And let's flip to the other side of the ball. Texas ended up with 342 total yards, 26 carries for 53 yards, average 2 yards a carry.
I don't know what to say there.
Because there was no movement. I can't think of a run longer than 2 yards that wasn't an arch run.
And there's not a quarterback alive who that'll be advantageous for. So, like, as you have one that you're trying to bring along who has, taken some positive steps, who competed, by the way.
Yeah.
But it's just like, hey, we have to help that guy with the run game.
Here's our running back stats for today. Trey Wisner, 8 carries, 11 yards. Ryan Niblett, 2 carries, 4 yards. Christian Clark, 1 carry, 0 yards. Arch, 15 carries, 38 yards. He had more than that, but he was sacked 6 times and lost a lot of yards on those.
And then the sacks started piling up late in the game.
Yep.
It's not like, I'm curious. I mean, do they have on there by quarter where those sacks were?
I don't think
because I remember one drive we started, the first 2 plays of the drive was sack, And then it was another sack. And I'm like, we are falling apart.
Yeah.
Like you cannot have that. You cannot have that. Now, the one thing you can have is this squad fought.
Yeah.
They fought.
I think that's the one positive
fought.
we can take away from this game is we never stopped playing. It was not what we expected.
Yeah.
But nobody gave up.
Not at all.
Yeah. And I respect the heck out of
on either side of the ball, right? On either side of the ball. So, I mean, you right there, you're a 1 second spike away from a Hail Mary opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that said, it's like you just shouldn't be in those positions to begin with.
Yeah. And I had so many texts of people trashing Arch. And the frustration for me is he was hit every single play. The fact that he was still in the game at the end, like that Florida line, like they were, and I think that's going to be, when we step back, that's going to be the hardest thing to stomach from this game, is we got dominated on both lines during that game.
Agree.
Which
that I agree with.
We did not expect, right? And especially on our defensive side of the ball versus their offensive line, like I did not see that coming.
Yeah, I mean, take it back to last year, right? And you think about like Georgia when they came here. You think about the SEC championship game. You think about playing Ohio State in the semi. There has not. You think about Ohio State at the beginning of the year. This year, there has not been a game where you felt like we lost the physicality battle on defense in the run game. This is the first time that I can remember in a long time where I'm like, oh wow, okay. If I had to assign a winner here in just a physicality battle in the trenches, I got to say Florida's offensive line won that one.
Yeah. And I think that's what makes it so hard to swallow, right? Like I can handle us allowing a few big plays here and there, things like that. But it was up and down. That first half was up and down the field. This is a team that Texas team has not allowed a point in the first or third quarter this entire year, and we allowed 10 in both quarters.
Yeah, that's it. And I will say, like, Sam Houston and UTEP aren't Florida at home,
right?
Like, let's call it that. But the disappointing part or the surprising part is truly losing the physicality battle.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to run the football to keep us in a positive, advantageous position, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
It will be 2nd and 5. Like that was the demoralizing part of watching this. It was like, oh man, what can we do to stop this run?
And I think that's what gave us hope this year, was even if the offense takes a while to figure it out, even if Arch needs a little more time, we can rely on our defense and we can rely on our special teams. And that didn't happen today, right? Like that punt block flipped the game. Like we had a couple times where we needed to catch a punt and didn't, or we hit our own guy. Like there were just a bunch of moments like that we didn't expect to see. And if the offense is playing the way it was and we can't run the ball, like that puts everything on Arch. And I think that
can't do that.
Yeah. And I honestly, I was decently, that people are going to yell at me for this, I was decently pleased with how Arch played in the first half. Like when he wasn't getting hit, he was making good throws and making good plays.
Hell, he was making some beautiful throws while taking it in the chin.
I mean, that one, he was falling over backwards and still managed to get it to Mosley.
He's getting smacked and the ball is getting out there, right? So it's like, that kid competed.
Yeah.
That kid competed. Now, I would love to see him get through his reads faster and be decisive with the ball, right? There's growth there. There's definitely some growth opportunities there, but I'm just looking at it like, oh, man, you just can't beat yourself. You cannot beat yourself. I mean, all the way to the end of the game, like, golly, man, we gotta play a cleaner game.
Oh yeah,
we have to have a cleaner game.
And building on that, 10 penalties, 70 yards, and
the road,
2 false starts in a row
on the road.
One drive.
You just can't do it.
You 2nd and 19. You can't do it. 2nd and 20. It makes you pretty predictable, and that we just can't have it.
Like, you just can't do it.
3 for 11 on 3rd down, and Florida, who's been a terrible 3rd down team, much like us, 7 of 14.
That's what I'm saying.
Took care of business.
At 50% on 3rd down, they'll take that. They'll take that.
It's just you look at every stat, you go down the list here, and it's ugly on our side.
You got to think about like how the run game and the pass game, work hand in hand, right? Like if people are saying like, oh man, it's taking Arch a long time, I want to see et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I don't disagree, but just think about this: if we can't effectively run the football, they don't have to commit to the run.
Yep.
So now they can play a light box. And if they have a light box and keep their safeties over the top, they take away the additional opportunities. If you really think about the passes where there was, players open, it was Arch extending the play, being creative, and then finding somebody, right, from an athletic standpoint.
Which he did a great job.
Amazing
there's
job.
amount of times he sidestepped the blitz that should have blown him up.
That's the part is like running the football more efficiently allows for a cleaner picture for throwing the football. That's how it works, right? So like them being able to commit 2 safeties over the top of everything, make us go the long way, and then dare us to run the football and us not be able to do it. I don't care who you are. That is going to be a tough scenario.
And honestly, 3 of 11 on third down is actually pretty impressive when you can only get 2 yards a carry, when every single time you are 8 yards and above basically on third down. It's like
tough, man.
Well, and we'll get to it later this week, but you've got to go play Oklahoma next week with their defensive line. And so
Oklahoma's got a better defense than Florida.
What you doing? Why you doing that?
Trying to get the headache to disappear on
Why are you doing that right now? I don't want to think about that defensive line. That's not what I want to think about right now.
I hear you.
Let's go through the offensive stats. Arch was 16 of 29 for 263 yards, 2 touchdowns and 2 picks. He was sacked 6 times, I believe.
6.
Yeah, 6. And by the way, props to Matthew Caldwell for coming in cold.
Yeah.
I mean, that was crazy. I haven't seen a play like that where a guy sacks the quarterback and his helmet just came off naturally. There was no face mask there. It's crazy, man. It's pretty impressive.
You lost your helmet in 10 seconds.
Hey, well, and 10 seconds. So to not call anything, that's ridiculous. And that didn't affect. I mean, it affected the game a little, but that's not what did it. But like, I was just laughing at that. But shout out for coming in through a rocket.
Came out there, throws a dart.
Yeah.
Receiver turns up, gets out of bounds, and then on top of that, you get the additional 15 for the hands to the face. That was massive.
Oh man, it felt like we had a chance there. And Wingo ended up 4 catches, 73 yards. DeAndre 3 catches, 75 yards. Parker Livingston with a heck of a catch. Then just got
happy to see that he's.
Me too, because he got blown up on that one.
Yeah.
2 catches, 47 yards for him. Emmett Mosley in his first game, 2 for 40. I think there's some excitement there with what that guy's going to bring to this team.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if we can get him the ball. And then let's see. Yeah, that's about all I got on the offensive side. I mean, there's not a lot of.
Wasn't much.
There's not a lot to talk about. Florida offensively. DJ Lagway, 21 of 28, 298 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. And the thing we talked about was you need to make him mobile because he is immobile this year. He moves well in the pocket, even with his lack of, athleticism right now because of the injuries. And we didn't make him move at all.
No, not at all. And he got it out. He was decisive. He was comfortable.
He looked great.
The ball came out great all but one time. And the one time it didn't come out great, it ended up being an interception, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, man, I was super excited to see us make him uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And see what that yielded because we've seen it all year.
And I was blown away that there was no pressure on him with the talent that we have on that line. He
was getting the ball out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So, shout out to him for that. But I'm just like, yeah, man, like they executed what I thought the winning game plan would be. They ran the ball efficiently. They were in favorable second down situations. They got the ball out quick, and they got the ball into the hands of playmakers.
Yeah.
They didn't beat themselves all but, the fumble and the pick, right? And I'm like, yeah, and the pick is in their eyes is a glorified punt, so it's like, I'm like, yeah, man, this is the winning formula. I just didn't see them being able to execute that before us.
Jaden Baugh with the heck of man, I love that guy. He is such a great player. 27 carries, 107 yards and a touchdown.
Listen, sweet feet. They say he's like 220.
He's big too, and he moves
boy,
nice.
I'm like, yeah, man, it's crazy to see a back of that size get through small creases. It's not like there were gaping holes.
Yeah.
These are small creases, and this guy is getting through there, getting his shoulder square, not going down on the first hit.
Oh man, he was dragging our pile every time.
You know what I mean?
Second,
I'm looking at this like,
count.
oh man, this is a back. This is a back right here.
let's see. And by the way, coming out party for Wilson in his first game, man, a true freshman, 6 catches, 111 yards, 2 touchdowns along a 55. And then the guy I warned people about, Vernell Brown the third, 3 catches, 72 yards and along a 60.
Those two guys, I mean, like
two
one of
true
them
freshmen.
got along a 55, the other one got along a 60. Those are 2 explosives right there. Like yeah, man. Freshman's had a day. I think it's safe to say, and I guarantee anybody in that locker room would agree with, Texas defense did not play up to its standard today.
No, they will not be pleased with themselves today. And Anthony Hill ended up leading the team in tackles, 14 tackles, 3 solo. I will say we started to see Colin Simmons come to life a little bit on that one drive where he just kind of manhandled people, but there just wasn't that moment where you felt like the defense was turning the tide today, and there normally is. And I mean, we did stuff we don't do, which is, that Jelani missing that tackle and that guy getting 15 extra yards and getting the touchdown. I think it was Wilson. Yeah. But yeah, tough day. Obviously, no sacks, as we mentioned. Taft had to pick. Ty Anthony Smith with a heck of a ball punch to keep Texas in that game. You talk about a momentum play that if that doesn't happen and Florida scores there, this thing turns into a blowout.
Watching that Alfred Collins film.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, it was a great play. And then,
but that's an effort play.
Yep.
That's an effort and intensity play. And like nothing, you won't cut the tape on ever, which is, I mean, I take pride in saying this. You'll never cut the tape on a Texas defense and then like question effort and intensity. Now, execution, yeah, for sure. Closing gaps, yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? Beating your man and winning that battle time and time again. Yeah. But as far as like plays like that are being made off of just pure effort. You know what I mean? Like that's you love to see that. You expect to see that from a championship level defense.
And on the special team side, something that we felt good about, Bo Meester had so many great punts that felt like they should have been downed inside the 10, and we just could not do it. Ended up as touchbacks on almost all of them, which is a huge flip in the field position. And I know there's going to be a frustration all around from all our guys, but it just felt like we didn't do any of the little things well, which we generally do. We can keep these games we generally, in a game like this, Texas steps up and can keep it within reason because of that. And we were hanging on for dear life because when we needed plays, we kept making mistakes.
And then I look at this and I'm like, hey, fellas, as bad as this was, and it was bad, as bad as this was, you sitting down 1 score with the ball in your hand in midfield.
It's the same thing we said with Ohio State. You lay an egg the whole game.
Yeah, I mean,
and you're still in the game. But and especially with the defense's tough performance today and the offense's tough performance, and to still be in that game,
and the special
it shows
teams.
you that and the special team, and it shows you the talent is there. And I think that's what makes this even more frustrating. But the thing that scares me the most is we've got to get our lines figured out, because if we're getting blown off the ball like that in the SEC, trust me, Oklahoma's licking their lips after this one. They weren't even watching their own Kent State game. They're laughing, getting ready for this one. So
it's facts. They were about 40 going into the 4th. They went,
yeah,
for sure. I'm looking at that and I'm like, all right, fellas, we're gonna find it. We got a gut check coming.
Yeah,
we got a gut check coming. You got a team that hates you, you hate them in the middle of the road. We're gonna figure it out.
Yeah,
we're gonna figure it out. So you got OU coming. I mean, you still
it doesn't get any easier.
Yeah, no, not at all. You still got Archie, you got Georgia, you got A&M that's gonna come in here. You like, bro, you got some real ball players that's ahead of you, And I doubt you're gonna be a road favorite going into those. So it's like,
you got Vanderbilt. You got like this.
Vandy just lost a tough one.
And dude, Kentucky played Georgia tough for a quarter and a half or two.
Quarter and a half. Georgia opened that one up. Yeah.
We knew what would happen, but there's no freebies left on this schedule.
None at all.
And you're 3-2 now. And if you have any hopes of still being in any CFP conversation, you can't lose another game.
Nah, we dropped the 2 that we could.
Yep.
We dropped the 2 that we could lose. So, oh man. Yeah, this is, I need an aspirin, man.
Yeah. You're also going to hear it from Alex Okafor now, because you remember you gave him such a bad time about the Florida. About him saying that we dropped one between Florida and Oklahoma. So if your headache wasn't bad already, you're about to. I hope Oak's watching this, because
Oak, if you're watching this episode, stay at home.
And actually,
don't come to work.
If you want to hear from Oak, come out to the festival tomorrow, and you guys can discuss this at the stage.
Yeah, positives. We fought hard. The team didn't give up, and we are going to be performing at ACL Fest tomorrow.
Yeah,
recapping this game, which is not going to be a super exciting.
It's Not gonna be super exciting.
But it'll be interesting.
Yeah. No,
We're gonna have a lot of Florida fans out there.
Yeah.
Asking questions. But
ACL bonus stage.
yeah, y'all come out tomorrow. Bonus track stage at if you're in Austin City Limits Fest, 2:30 to 3 o'clock. We'll be doing. I think everybody's there because Fozzie will be back in town from the OU game. So I think we got everybody in the park. So that'll be fun. You guys ready to get into these comments?
We got to do that.
Yeah, we got to do it.
All right.
And so everybody out there, we are recapping Texas's, I hate saying this, 29-21 loss to Florida at the Swamp. We are going to get into your questions and comments. So if you have anything to say, get it in now. Also, if you want to, we're giving all these tips to Derek Joe over there, our man who runs the boards, and make sure this all happens. So if y'all do some sponsored comments, please make sure he gets some funds. But let's get into it. All right. From Casey Taylor, are we cooked? Thank you for the sponsored comment.
Are we cooked? They turned the stove on, Casey.
We preheating.
It's the oven's preheating.
Casey, they preheating. They turned
yet.
the stove on. We not cooked yet. We are not cooked yet. We have one conference loss. If we just talk about the facts, right? We take the emotion out of it. We got a conference loss on the road, and that is the extent of the damage. We have a conference loss on the road. That's the extent of the damage. Now, what happens from here? We will write our own story. But yeah, we are not cooked. To answer your question directly, we are not cooked. Now, it's getting warm in here. It is getting warm in here, but we are not cooked.
I think they took the chicken and they dipped it in the egg.
Yeah,
we're getting close to going in.
Yeah.
All right. From Joel De La Rosa, the penalties were drive killers. I agree. Like we said, you can't have 2nd and 19, 2nd and 20, and just constant being behind the sticks. And we were.
One drive, man. I'm looking at it, and mind you, like, when you're down 15, you're down 2 scores. Like, time is not on your side. And I'm looking at the top of the 4th. It's about 13 minutes or 12 minutes left, and we got the ball. And the series was sack, penalty, completion, interception. Bro.
Yeah.
We are shooting ourselves in the foot. Like, this is not, we got to execute better. The penalties are tough.
I agree. And shout out to everybody who's listening to us on 1300 The Zone in Austin, Texas. They're streaming this live too. We appreciate them. From Feel Smart, hello from the other side of the world. Had to wake up at 4 a.m. from this one. Feel Smart, you got to tell us where you're at.
Yeah.
I'm guessing like Australia or something. I don't know.
Go back to sleep, brother.
Yeah, seriously.
Go back to bed, man.
You don't need this.
No, you don't need this. Go back to bed.
Let's see.
Tell you what, though, this will make you feel better, right? Because misery loves company. Penn State went to UCLA.
At least we didn't get the worst loss of the day
and got spanked
by winless
they
UCLA.
Got spanked by winless UCLA. So hey, things always know this, and this is how I roll through life. Things could always be worse.
That is true. Let's see. Let's get into some of these other ones. From Joel De La Rosa, Arch grew up a lot this game, showed a lot of promise, still growing pains, but sorry, I lost the comment. But O-line failed him, couldn't run the ball against the penalties, and they played pass pro as if Arch owed them money. And I think, look, I actually felt pretty decent about most of Arch's game today, except we've got to stop holding the ball so long. That's the one gripe I have with him is
but you got to get it out. That brings it back to my point.
Get it out or run.
He has showed that he will hold the ball longer than he has time to hold the ball.
Yeah.
So how do you help that?
Yeah.
You give him cleaner pitchers on the back end. Well, how do we get cleaner pitchers? We have to have a run heavy box so that it is a clean pitcher on the back end. Well, how do we create a run heavy box? We got to be able to run the ball.
Yep.
Like, it's so crazy to me how, like, I will never argue with you. The ball has to come out faster than what is coming out. But there's so many ways to help that other than just coaching it. The ball needs to come out. Like, give them a cleaner pitcher.
Well, and I mean, there were a couple times too where Florida's coverage was phenomenal. Their zone coverage had it completely blanketed.
No,
and
absolutely.
You look when they showed that wide angle, the
simulated pressure.
Who's he throwing?
Like, listen,
the simulated pressures.
Got simulated pressures that they're getting there with 3 and 4 guys on simulated pressures. Like, this is a bad day. And they're smart, man. Coaches watch tape. Who else did that to us on the road this year?
Ohio State.
Why would you not cut that tape on and say, okay, what did they do? They didn't all the way blitz Arch. They made him think that he was blitzed. They made him think that his first read was there when it wasn't. They made him think.
Yeah.
And they just slowed him down. Now, what he did a great job of today that he hadn't done against Ohio State or earlier in the year was he extended the play.
Yep.
Right. So that he could then find somebody. Listen, I'm not getting this picture. I'm going to use my athletic ability not to go run the ball, but I'm going to actually extend this play to give myself another pitcher.
And all those people who were saying Arch couldn't throw, I think you could see today that he could throw the ball.
Man,
I don't think any of us ever
dime to Wingo for the tutty. Yeah,
he threw a few dimes, man. Like some of those throws were fantastic. From Longhorn Lounge, and Arch was forced to earn some grit tonight. He's going to be awesome down the road. This O-line is definitely a massive concern. It wasn't just on Arch this season. No. And yeah, I agree. We've got, and you did see they were rotated. They put in Nick Brooks. They were rotating guys out.
They're trying to figure it out, man. And because Arch his star is so big that I think that he gets he's gonna get his fair share of blame, but he's gonna get also some blame that he probably shouldn't.
Yeah,
we have to figure out that offensive line.
I agree. Well, man, and I saw so many this week leading up to this of Arch has been terrible this year, and I'm like, that's not watching football games because Arch has not been terrible this year. No. Like he had one rough game this year and kind of turned it on towards the end against Ohio State in that game, but he has not been terrible. So I challenge pundits out there to actually watch the games because he has not been that. And if you watch that game, the stats didn't end up looking great with a couple picks, but he actually played his butt off for how much pressure was on him this game.
The kid that's been terrible is the one that played great today.
Yeah.
That's who's been terrible.
Yeah.
Lagway has not played great.
Yeah.
But said it in the pregame show or the preview show, excuse me. Say, hey, the talent is there. And if the boy, if it can cut on, if they give him time, so let's not give him time. But he got the time today.
We got a little bit from Sark in his post-game. Disappointing loss in the fact that we just didn't play very good. We struggled to get stops defensively, and we weren't good at the line of scrimmage on either side early. We battled and competed, and I love the fight of the guys. We didn't play good enough, and that's on me.
That's a leader. That's the signs of a leader. Think about this, Higgs. That's fresh off the press, right? That's like right now, real time, and that's everything we've been saying.
Yeah.
If you cut the tape on, take the emotion out of it, everything Sark said is exactly what we saw. Now, if that's on him, if that's on the guys, whoever that's on, Texas got to go get that figured out. But that's what happened.
Yeah. There's no way to dress it up.
No, that's what happened. These guys, I will not, like I said, as a man, you never want your effort and your heart questioned. And I'm still not questioning that today. They played hard. They definitely played hard. It's just all of the other things. I'm like, man, you guys on all three phases, explain to me how a punt gets blocked. It don't happen.
And we were fortunate that wasn't recovered from touchdown.
I mean, that's game over if that's recovered.
If there's not a mishap on the back end of the operation, punts don't get blocked. Yep. You guys are not locked in. You know what I'm saying? Like these are the small things, and it leads into 70 yards of penalties. It leads into not fitting the gap the exact way that you should. Like the effort is there. The intensity is there, but it's like the attention to detail has to get there.
Yeah. You're watching a team grow up a lot. And I think you can say that on the special team side and you can say that on the offensive side, but the tough part to swallow is the defensive side where, this is not an excuse, but not having Manny Muhammad put a lot of younger kids out onto the field.
That ain't no excuse. That's facts.
A huge deal.
That is facts.
And you saw we had a lot of the younger, like Cade Phillips played more. You had a lot of the younger guys having to step into a role. So let's not forget how important that was. And not having your lockdown corner is a big deal, especially when you got the talent that those quarter receiver has. Shout outs to them. Like they played a heck of a game. That's not taking anything away from them. From Malachi Soriano, we got beat on both lines of scrimmage. Yep.
Malachi, you ain't told a lie yet, Malachi.
Got nothing to respond to that.
I think our guy on the other side of the world, it was New Zealand.
Oh,
New Zealand.
Man, heck
Kiwis.
It's a beautiful place.
Oh, the most beautiful place I've ever been.
Don't stress yourself out with what's going on over here.
Go outside. Go outside, look at some mountains.
Go touch some grass.
From Dalton Wade, Thought Arch looked a little better this week. Looked a lot better this week. The big issues are the recurring issues, penalties piling up, and the inability to run the ball. These issues started popping up last season and still remain.
Yeah, I mean, the penalties have definitely been there since last year.
We can run the ball a little better.
We've been able, I'll say since Bijan, we've been able to consistently run the ball. I'd even go back to Deontay Foreman and say that we've been able to consistently run the football for a while here. Not being able to run the football this year is blowing my mind.
Well, and that's the stem of so much of what's going wrong on offense is inability to run the ball.
Yeah.
Like you said it earlier. From Terrence Ballard, Arch grew up today. We are not cooked. Watch what happens next week. Yeah, look, it's every game left is no time.
That's
now.
the thing, man. It's a week-to-week league, especially in the SEC. It's a week-to-week league. You go get a win down in Dallas, and it's a whole like it's a whole different thing. But as it sits right now, you are 0-1 in conference.
Yeah,
you are 0-1 in conference with your biggest rival.
You dropped your one. So. From Casey Taylor, thanks again for another shot. Man, he's hooking Derek Joe up. I love this. Casey Taylor, can always count on you to help me see the silver lining. Y'all rock, hook 'em. Well, we're not trying to sugarcoat it. This is not a, it's not a fun game. There's not a ton of great from it, but I do love the fight we showed. And I think there's a lot of pieces that are there that give me hope for this year, but you got to win next week.
That's the thing is like you never man, you just never know what's gonna happen. It's such a long season.
Yeah.
All you can do is focus on you. So going into this thing with the loss and you're looking at a 3-2 record, you're like, oh man, it's over. No. You gotta keep balling. If this was BCS era, I'm with you.
Yeah, we're done.
I'm with you.
But we're not.
The way that this whole thing is set up now, you just gotta keep playing.
Yeah.
Gotta keep playing.
I see this comment from Shakur A. Trey is not it. I completely disagree with that. I just think, look, that the scheme that we were running today against that Florida defense just did not work. And I mean, we saw what Trey could do against Ohio State. We saw the guy, saying Trey's not it. The guy that ran for 1,000 yards in the SEC last year. Yeah. Come on now.
Yeah.
Let's not get recency bias here.
What I understand is an emotional response.
I agree.
I will always understand an immediate emotional response.
We're mad too.
So, hey man, sleep on that comment. Sit with it for a little bit. Get your coffee in the morning. Watch a little NFL ball. And then revisit it. You'll be like, you know what? Yeah,
I think
got to get better.
I got Hero Kanu in the post game. Only thing you can control is how you respond.
That's it.
It's a great job, Hero.
That's literally it.
And we did learn it's Hero Kanu, not Hero Canoe. So
okay.
And any of those people out there, the Arch haters, Ryan Wingo in the post game about Arch. He's the reason our team goes. So.
Yeah, I mean that kid is so dang tough.
Who's that?
Arch.
Oh, yeah.
That one hit he took from that defensive lineman on the chin.
And look, what I love about it is he's so locked in here. He just stepped into it anyway, delivered a laser and took it in the chin. I'm like,
so many times.
Kids.
Like, I don't even know which one you're talking about because it happened a few times and he still stepped into it.
Yeah.
So, I think we need to tone down that hate, and I'm just ready. I'm ready to take on all these haters out there on the Arch hate train. So
I get it. Though, man.
Shakur, y'all be gassing Arch. No, we're not.
You really got to just think, man. Like Texas fans have seen Texas regular season win total just stack up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So when's the last time a Texas fan has seen a Texas team be 3-2? So I get it. But every single team is a new team and it writes its own story.
Yeah.
So it's like this one is a little bit different. This one is a slow cooker.
Yeah.
This one is a slow cooker. If you do the right things and you clean up, because the talent is there. It's one thing if we ain't got the talent. And I'm like, all right, we in trouble. We are in trouble. But I think that these are like technical issues, which is frustrating. Because we're sitting here in October talking about technical issues. But hey, man, like
it's a young team.
Lock on to your block.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Press your gap. Run with your vision. Like it's kind of that, and I'm not gonna call it the ABCs, but it's some basic stuff that we're doing wrong that we have to do better.
Yeah. From Mo Better, played 2 Power 4 teams, 2 losses. It's not wrong.
That don't feel good.
That doesn't feel great.
That don't feel good at all.
Wisner had 1.4 yards a carry. Y'all are glazing. We just got done saying he didn't have a good game, but the kid ran for 1,000 yards. So to say he's not it, like that, get out of here with that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if first game back from injury, you know what I mean? And I've said this before, the running back position is one that you get better with repetition, right? So I am willing to give Wisner the benefit of the doubt. I think he's earned it, and I'm willing to see how he continues to progress in the offense. But the bottom line is run game or pass game, any part of the offense is only going to go as the offensive line goes.
Yep. This from AJ8K. Can we just be transparent and honest? I'm a diehard Longhorn fan. The media overhyped this team based off paper and not games. It's about to be a tough month. Yeah, the media overhypes this team every single year. We know that. Like I won't
argue that.
Yeah,
I won't argue that. Like every single team is unique, and this specific team to this point has not lived up to the wide expectation.
Agree.
So that argument is one that is proven to be true right now. I'm just saying, like, let's let this thing play out. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, all this Taff hate on that first fumble, the kid's momentum was carrying him the other way, and by the time he saw the ball, like it's not. Yeah, people act like he was like loafing on that play.
Stop it.
I know.
Taff and loaf don't even go together.
I don't think Taff's ever loafed.
Stop it.
Yeah.
You better cut that out. Don't even stop. Just stop it.
You hate to be the what if guy, but if we pick that fumble up, score a touchdown, and that stadium just kills the atmosphere there, and
I won't disagree with you. I won't disagree with you.
But no blame to Tapp.
I won't disagree with you. Tapp is a guy that I can't even imagine questioning his effort.
No, I will never question that. Well, we are recapping Texas's 29-21 loss to Florida at the Swamp. And we're taking a few more comments, and then we're going to get out of here and go. Just
I need an
be depressed.
I need an aspirin. I'm not just saying that for jokes. I legit have a headache. I was screaming at that.
I know, me too. We were screaming in here, so yeah.
I think I may go with something a little stronger than an aspirin.
Yeah, me too. Me too, man.
What you need here? What you got over there?
Yeah.
What you got over there?
A little candy store.
Exactly. Well, we appreciate everybody tuning in. We will be back for the Oklahoma preview show on Monday, but like we mentioned, tomorrow we'll be out at Zilker Park at Austin City Limits Festival on the bonus track stage from 2:30 to 3. Continuing to recap this, we'll have everybody there, so we'll make sure and put that online too once we get it. It might take a little longer to get up just because we gotta work through getting audio and video from the good folks at C3 in the park. But we will see you guys next week, and don't forget the store is live if y'all want to get your shirts. Those things are selling fast, man. Poor Mark Higgins been really busy.
Yeah.
So we appreciate y'all. We will see y'all soon. Hook 'em.
Keep bleeding, burn orange.
Let's go.